She blasted on Instagram. Men think they can dictate what women wear. It's pathetic. All because I suggested she dress appropriately for my firm's gala. I didn't argue. I didn't defend myself. I just waited. And then I showed up to her professional event wearing the exact outfit she tried to wear to mine. Her boss's expression? Legendary. Changed her whole philosophy in 10 seconds. I'm Nathan, 28. My girlfriend, well, ex now, Leela, is 26. We'd been together almost 2 years. I work at a private equity firm with a dress code so strict it might as well be run by Victorian ghosts. Leela, meanwhile, works at a design agency where everyone looks like they're auditioning for a street-style magazine. We always joked about it, her fashion chaos versus my finance uniform. It was harmless, until it suddenly wasn't. A month before my firm's winter gala, an elite buttoned-up event where the managing directors judge you harder than the SEC, I told Leela how important the night was. I was being considered for a promotion to lead analyst, and this event was the unofficial last impression moment. She nodded, said she'd find something elegant. Fast forward to the week of the gala. She came bouncing into our living room like a runway model and announced, "Outfit check." She stepped out wearing a completely transparent lace bodysuit, no bra, and a skirt made of threads, maybe? It looked like it was designed by someone who hates fabric. You could see everything. I blinked. Twice. "That's what you're wearing?" I asked gently. "Yeah, it's edgy, artistic. You said formal. I interpreted." "I don't think the CFO is ready for that much interpretation," I said. Immediately, she stiffened. "So now you're policing my body?" "No, I'm saying this event is conservative. Like, don't scare the investors conservative." She scoffed. "Just because you work with people who dress like furniture doesn't mean I have to. Why do you think you get to decide what I wear?" "I'm not deciding. I'm asking you to match the environment for one night." She cut me off, grabbed her phone, stormed into the bedroom, and slammed the door. 10 minutes later, I opened Instagram. There it was, a selfie with her faux sad pout and the caption, "Told my outfit is too much for a stuffy corporate event. Another man thinking he owns his girlfriend's body. Do better." The comments lit up. "Girl, leave him." Controlling behavior 101. Let your creativity shine. Her coworker, Everly, the one who speaks only in feminist hot takes, wrote a paragraph about internalized patriarchal conformity. I didn't respond. I didn't correct anything. I didn't even bring it up when Leela walked out later, acting like nothing happened. "So we're set for Friday?" she asked sweetly. "Absolutely," I said. Her satisfied smile told me she thought she'd won. But Leela forgot one crucial thing. Her job also hosted formal presentations for their high-profile clients. And she had one coming up 5 days after my gala, a presentation she'd been obsessing over, practicing daily, reminding me how strict her creative director, Miss Han, was. "Client impressions matter," she told me a week earlier, adjusting the blazer she planned to wear. "We need to look polished." Okay, so she understood the concept. Remember that. Friday came. Leela strutted out of the bedroom wearing the transparent lace bodysuit and thread skirt combo, looking proud of herself. "You ready?" she asked. "Definitely," I said. When we arrived at the gala, the room went silent. Silent like someone hit pause on reality. The managing partners, all old money types who think beige is a personality, stared like they'd witnessed a crime scene. People whispered. One junior analyst walked directly into a server carrying champagne because he couldn't decide whether to stare or flee. I kept a perfect poker face. "This is my girlfriend Leela." I introduced her as professionally as I could. Leela beamed and shook hands like she was at Fashion Week, telling everyone, "I believe in pushing boundaries, art over conformity." My boss said, the way someone does when they step in something and aren't sure whether to clean it or burn the shoes. Leela posted photos all night with captions like, "Disrupting outdated traditions." By the end of the event, I had collected a museum's worth of concerned facial expressions. But I didn't react. Not once. That part was important. Wednesday arrived, her big presentation day. She was anxious, pacing, repeating her pitch in the mirror. "Will you come?" she asked. "We're allowed to bring guests. It would calm my nerves." "Of course," I said. The moment she left for work, I prepared. I recreated her gala outfit as best as male clothing stores allowed. A mesh shirt that revealed everything from collarbone to navel, and shorts so tight they should have come with a warning label. I even added shimmery oil to my arms and chest. If we're pushing boundaries, we're pushing boundaries. When I arrived at her office, the receptionist choked on her water. People stared openly. One guy walked into a glass door. It was glorious. I walked into the conference room with all the confidence in the world. Leela turned, ready to greet me, and froze. "Nate," she hissed, grabbing my arm, "what are you wearing?" "Showing support," I whispered. "You taught me to be expressive." Her boss, Miss Han, an immaculately groomed woman who could probably cut steel with a glare, looked at me, then at Leela, then back at me. "This is your partner?" she asked slowly. "I sure am," I said brightly. A client actually dropped his pen. Another nudged his colleague with the expression of, "Is this allowed?" Leela tried to start presenting, her voice shaking, eyes darting between me and the clients. 5 minutes in, Miss Han stood abruptly. "We'll reschedule," she announced. When the room emptied, Leela turned on me in the parking lot. "What the hell is wrong with you? You embarrassed me." "I wore the same style you wore at my work event," I said simply. "That's not the same." "It was a professional event, wasn't it?" "Yours was social." "So you understand context," I said. "Amazing. You should use that knowledge for next time." She screamed, loud enough to make a flock of birds take off from a nearby tree. That was only the beginning. She went nuclear online. According to her posts, I was a controlling narcissist, an insecure man-child, a jealous misogynist who sabotaged her career. But then, the meme happened. A client had snapped a photo of me in my mesh outfit and posted an article on LinkedIn about professionalism. No names, just the picture. But the internet Sherlocks put everything together. Leela's posts, the outfits, the contradiction between her express yourself attitude and her meltdown over me doing the same. People roasted her hypocrisy. Her boss saw it, her coworker saw it, she got called in for a meeting. And she got put on a PIP. She came home fuming. "This is your fault." "You brought your half-naked boyfriend to a client meeting," I replied. "Your words." Then the sabotage started. She tried to force me out of the apartment, tried to change the locks, hosted loud, wine-fueled girl nights where they spent hours trashing me. Then her coworker Everly, the paragraph feminist, suggested she file a false HR complaint to get me fired. I recorded it. HR summoned me. I played the recording. Their eyebrows disappeared into their hairlines. As a courtesy, they informed Leela's HR. Her next meeting at work was tense. "You recorded me," she screamed that night. "You plotted to file false HR claims," I replied. We lived like hostile roommates after that. Separate food, separate laundry, separate spaces. Once, she threw away all my groceries. I labeled everything with a Sharpie like it was a kindergarten classroom. Her friends turned on her once they realized what really happened. Even her boss began babysitting her work. Then came another client presentation, her chance to redeem herself. The night before, she cornered me. "You better not show up tomorrow." "I'll be at work," I said. "Why would I go?" But she kept texting threats all day until I finally sent a picture of me in a meeting room with the caption, "Still here, relax." She crushed the presentation. For the first time in weeks, she came home happy, which lasted about 3 minutes. "You did well," I told her. "See what happens when you dress appropriately?" She hurled a wine glass at the wall. 2 weeks later, she moved out, paid the lease breaking fee, and went back to her parents. Her coworkers still call me mesh shirt guy. I got my promotion, and I'm now dating someone who doesn't wage culture wars through outfits. When I told her the story, she laughed for a full minute and said, "So, you understand dress codes?" "Yes," I said. "Yes, I do."